Anyway, guys, let's do this.
What's this guy?
Okay.
Hey, we got a new guy over here. It's
New guy.
Willie and the Poor Boys. Okay.
Oh, we haven't.
With the Poor Boys. This is
didn't
a
know.
CCR. Are you familiar with that song?
No, but
Yeah.
I
Down
do
around the
CCR
corner.
is, yeah.
Out on the street.
Down.
All right, so
Willie.
if you don't mind, introduce yourself and welcome to another Nautilus Studio M31 Files. We have today in the studio this gentleman, Willie
Willie Perrit.
Perrit. And where are you from, Willie?
Virginia, originally.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, that's great.
Swamp country, Chesapeake Bay area. Yeah.
Cool.
That's where the family lived forever.
Okay,
Both sides of my family were on the wrong side of the Civil War.
You were both
Yeah.
sides of your family.
Both sides. We were in part of the Confederate cause.
Is that why you left?
And no, it just got too damn crowded. It was all the Yankees moving in.
I get it.
But the one thing that you get from that is that the losing side got all the good songs.
Okay.
And that's the kind of music I grew up around.
Right.
So
Skinner and Tom Petty.
yeah, Skinner. God, we got into Southern rock. I was part of that whole thing back in the '70s. There were two camps in music. It was disco and it was Southern rock.
Yeah.
And there was no
No in between.
never the twain shall meet. But I loved bands like Leonard Skinner and the Outlaws,
Yeah.
Blackfoot especially.
Blackfoot was awesome.
Yeah, and then bands that were like country rock, very southern, like Amazing Rhythm Aces, the Allman Brothers.
Allman Brothers. Awesome.
So it was just it.
Yeah. Sea Level. Are you hip to them?
No,
You remember Sea Level?
Sea Level.
Really cool band. Had the keyboard player that played with the Allman Brothers a bunch, and man, Jimmy Knowles, guitar player. Anyway, YouTube some Sea Level. Really
Okay.
good stuff.
Interesting.
Anyway,
Okay.
Southern rock type
yeah.
of thing, but a little on the jazzy side.
Yeah.
Well, Willie, before we go too far, can you tell me how you started music, first of all? Like, how did you get into that? Were you young?
Yeah, I was young. It was 50 years ago.
Okay.
So I'm in.
What was there a catalyst that made you, or something interesting? You saw somebody with a guitar?
There was I had an English. I went to this god awful prep school. It was all boys, Episcopal. Oh yeah, and I just, to put it bluntly, I did not blossom in that environment. I always felt like I was getting bullied and beat up so much. It was like, where's the next thing going to come from?
Okay.
But there was this English teacher, this guy named Liston Rudd, Mr. Rudd, and in middle school, and he said he was going to give guitar lessons if anybody wanted to sign up. And I just, I wanted to do it. I talked to my mom about it, and
Do you remember how old you were then?
about 13.
Okay.
So she gets me a Yamaha classical guitar, which my brother still has, that guitar. It aged well.
Cool.
And she told me in later years, she said, I got you that guitar to try to save your life. She said, because I was really worried about that dark space you were in, which I was in pretty much all the way till the time I got out of high school.
Wow.
But being able to sit down and play guitar and just escape into the music, and then listen to the records that I loved on my Mantovani combination stereo system, had the 8-track,
cool.
everything. Yeah, that was that's kind of what pulled me through those kind of hard high school years.
Okay.
I didn't get in any bands or anything like that. So not like,
and
not like Russell Blackwell, who it sounded like he was playing music while he was still in diapers.
I think he did.
I think that was when he got involved with his first death metal band.
Probably, yeah. At that age, usually, that's when you.
He had black diapers with spikes.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it felt so good to strum a guitar and have that sound come out. Have that,
Right,
that was
you
where
recognize
the
the thing you
magic
heard,
was right there.
Right,
As a
right.
kid, you just.
Was your brother already playing himself?
No, he's 9 years younger.
I never realized.
Yeah, it's because he looks older.
Okay.
He
Well,
looks older than
Yeah, you get to an age where you can free tell.
Yeah.
I mean, I not that I've seen him that often, but yeah.
No, he started. He started playing when he was younger than me. I think he was like 9 or 10 years old.
Maybe you were the influence. Then.
Yeah, you must have been
and-
playing by then.
He heard me play music with friends. Bill Mapp, who we just lost. He and I spent a lot of time together, and my brother Christian. You have a brother named Christian. Would listen to this, and then he asked me to show him a couple of chords on the guitar, and he just took off with it. I mean, it was within a couple of weeks I heard this really nice sounding blues music coming from out on the porch, and I thought it was the radio, and it was my brother, my little brother out there. So I hit him a lot, to impede his progress.
Right.
But
it didn't really work.
it didn't take because he's my favorite guitar player.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
And
He
where
owes
does he
him
live?
money. That's
Where does he live now?
Oh, he's back home in Virginia, Harrisonburg.
Is he playing with groups and stuff like that?
Yeah, he's playing with a really good local band, kind of a rangy folk rock outfit, and then he's got a trio of some high octane pickers that he plays with, and
Awesome.
yeah.
And every time you go back, you usually play with him, right?
Yeah, because we never broke the band up.
Yeah.
We had this band that, in fact, our band started the Americana music movement.
You're claiming that.
Oh yeah. It was us. It was a band. It was Soy Hero on YouTube, and playing with him and mandolin picker Doug Austin.
Okay.
And the band started in '92, and it, even though the gigs come once every, like 7 years,
Right.
we had a really good show in Harrisonburg back in December, and we picked up a bass player from Christian's band, Dave Abbott, who just jumped in with us. And it's so funny. We struggled through the years with different bass players, and who were good, but sometimes would get so drunk that they were just laying on top of the doghouse, and so
Waiting for the bass to play.
But
itself.
yeah, Dave jumped in with us and for this one show, and he studied the music. He learned the words to the songs.
Wow.
And so here, four of us get on stage, and we've got 4-part vocals going on, and a whole bunch of people who'd never heard us before who just went nuts.
Wow. That's
It was
awesome.
so much fun.
Yeah.
And this was last year?
Yeah, in December.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean they were all drunk, but
Oh, the audience.
mhm.
Yeah.
It kind of goes with their
Yeah.
shows.
Well, yeah.
yeah.
It helps.
Yeah, I had a musician friend who said, who was really offended because he said he was talking about a bar owner. He said, "Man, the guy told me, look, your job is to help us sell drinks." And I thought, well, that's
Well, yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I played in bands that make people drink, and so we're
Yeah.
always.
But I mean, yeah, it's totally. Yeah. Hey, I want to get back a little bit to. So you started in Virginia, but can you tell me how did you end up in Memphis? Well, like, is there a lot in between those two places, or?
Well, I lived over in Utah.
Oh, okay.
After Virginia, then lived in West Virginia for a while,
Okay.
and moved out to Utah, outside of Moab. Built a house with my ex, and so a divorce happened,
Okay.
I lived in Moab for a year. And
were you actively playing music then, or
not really? I suffered an accident in 2017. You know, I broke my stupid neck, and as I was recovering, and you know, the bones in my neck grew together because of another underlying condition, and so when I started getting back into music, I found that I had to relearn how to sing. I completely relearned.
oh my gosh, I never thought of that.
It all has to do with neck position and that sort of thing. And playing guitar, it took a while because when I'd stretch my arms out like this, my hands would start to go numb.
Oh,
And I wasn't playing much over there for a variety of reasons. So I went through that whole year period with a divorce, got through that, and decided I did not want to live in Moab. That is not Edward Abbey's town anymore. And got together with Kim, my wife, and we started looking around. And Dolores came up on the map because it had a house we could afford.
oh, so you kind of there was no goal to necessarily be here or anywhere else. It was just
No, but I had a friend, Eric Jones, over in Moab, say, "Man, you're going to love it over there. There's a music scene going that is just so good." But so that was 2020. So I've been here 5 years.
Okay.
I was not prepared for how good the music scene was, and the fact that all these friends kind of fell in together, and we felt very welcome, from the start, coming out of COVID and everybody else, music just starting up. And I remember being in Dolores, walking around with Kim one day, and I hear blues music, and walk down the street to the vacant lot that's across, or what was a vacant lot across from
the DRB?
DRB,
Yeah.
and there's Alex Westfall and you, and Corey Duran on the drums.
Oh yeah.
Talk about foreshadowing. And I'm going, and that was such a fun scene. I really miss that because we were all. Did you ever come to one of those? It was in this vacant lot.
Right there in the park where the old...
Well, not the big park.
No.
Oh.
No, it's right beside...
Yeah,
there's the brewery,
I know.
and then there's
small.
Kelly's restaurant that used to be the antique market.
Yeah.
That lot right beside.
Gotcha, yeah.
And there was like old furniture out there.
I remember that now, yeah.
And, I ended up joining up with you guys eventually, but... you'd go out there and you'd set up a band under the tree, and people would don't tell anybody, but people would bring their own booze and stuff.
No way.
To that, and the cops would drive by real slow, like, yo, we see you, and it was so much fun because everybody felt like they were, it's like going back to high school. And the outdoor party somewhere. And,
what day of the week did you guys do that? Do you know?
Gosh, I can't remember.
Wasn't a regular Sunday morning thing?
I think
it was just every now and then.
Yeah.
Pull a band together out there.
And
just,
how would people know though to show up?
The noise.
and it was a small crowd, generally speaking.
And then a food truck showed up.
Yeah.
And
what was interesting to me is that the DRB was right across. So it's kind of weird to do that.
I know. It's like we're auditioning to play for you guys.
Well, I just thought it could get pissed that, hey, we're a bar. You can't just have people bring their drinks across the street there and hang out. I don't know. But no, it worked really well.
Pretty cool.
That's actually how I met Linda, actually. Maybe even that day. She showed up just to jam.
I met Linda at an open mic over at Esoterra when they had the the cidery.
A band played there. That's how actually I saw them, yeah.
Well, it was, of course, going back to just getting out of it was the first open mic event. And I was sitting there playing a song, and here's I didn't know who she was. Here's Linda over going, hey, and she's pointing at the flute, and I said, yeah, go on, And I was amazed at the fact, the way she got right to the heart of the song, like she'd played it before, Yeah. And I love playing music with people who can improv.
Yeah, it's a pretty special thing for sure. Yeah,
that's what the whole back in Virginia, our band Soy Hero, it's an improvisational band. We don't have set lists.
It sounds to top the fun you get through that, rather than being rigid with what you do musically.
Yeah.
And yeah, totally. So anyway, so you ended up in Menkes in
Dolores.
Sorry.
Mulva.
That's right.
Mulva, Colorado.
That's right. Yeah.
And so tell me a little bit how you felt, like, aside from that one day, like how do you see your connection, how you connected with all this area?
A lot of it was funny. First Menkes open mic, by the way, I remember meeting you. You were playing bass on stage with somebody. It's when Hagen was running the open mic.
Right.
And I was listening to you play bass, because I played bass in a psychedelic band and another improvisational band with my brother.
Right.
Anyway, Stan, that guy can play bass really well. And I said, God, he looks like the most old school rocker in the world. Like you'd stepped out of the band Faces or something. Yeah, there's Eve and Ronnie Wood, of course. And I remember talking to you and started to get our conversation going. But what was the question?
Your connection with the area, like how that to you developed, if you will, how you met people.
Just going to a lot of open mics. Oh yeah, but so the current state of affairs is our band Goathead,
right?
And Kim was I think she was seeing into the future. The first time we heard the Motones play, Kim goes, "You got to be a part of that family." And the first time I played music with Bobby down at DRB in a jam session, Kim's going, you guys like speak the same language. You got to keep up with Bobby. Mm-hmm. Same thing when Mimi showed up one night. I was playing a little bluegrass, and she's looking over at me over a fiddle, and she throws a lick at me, and it was sort of prophetic that we all came together in this band. It's sort of a dream band, but I was involved with Zarfo, with you, which taught me a lot of discipline. It really did. Especially when you had me on that leash, the little whip.
I was.
Or playing in.
I wouldn't be like that anymore.
In the Blues Connection with you and with
Alex.
With Alex and Corey and Kirk and. I think I've been real fortunate since moving out here to, play with some people who I consider really good band leaders, like you, like Alex, and then with Goathead to sort of.
So how did the Goathead thing actually happen? Because Motones, that's a band.
Yeah.
Some of the members are now part of Goathead, as well as Bobby, who is actually. In Last Nickel, technically you could say that's one of his main bands. So now he's playing with you also in that, and you've got a little group of those people. Mimi, and she's awesome, by the way. She's so cool.
Yeah,
and she's a badass. She's got tats, so
Yeah,
that right there.
Yeah,
a fiddle player with tattoos. That's pretty badass.
Yeah.
And she. So tell me, how do you guys put that band together, basically?
Well, it was it started with a conversation with Mo, who he holds to me local legend status.
You are a local legend. Oh, you mean him to you?
Mo,
or you to him?
Yeah. Yeah, Mo
okay.
to me, you know,
Okay.
he's
Yeah, no, he
uh,
is. Yeah.
he's an interesting cat, and his musical background is you know, between the country and the punk rock sort of elements. You know, somebody that I really respect. So he says, "Hey, we ought to get together and play some music, try to put something together." And
Okay.
you know, he said, "You and me and Tomo, who plays bass in Goathead and the Motones, and she holds down a solid rhythm.
Oh, yeah.
She keeps the
does.
band
Yeah.
in line.
Yeah. She's the only rhythm. Technically, in terms of like, there's no drums. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we throw in some things like, you know,
aside
Bobby
from the
puts a
rhythm.
lot of,
Yeah.
you know, throws a lot of rhythmic chops into the mandolin playing, and I tend to do that with the guitar. I
No,
play
yeah,
percussively
absolutely.
on the guitar, but
Especially
yeah.
the
So
style you do.
so we got together and played some music, just the three of us, and shortly thereafter, Mimi, I spoke with Mimi about getting involved with the band, and she said, "Yeah, I'd be interested in that." And not too long after that, Bobby. It was within the first. Well, Bobby was not with us the night we played the first gig we played up at Rico, but it was within 3 to 4 weeks after that first meeting with Mo
that the whole band was
that we
basically
just
set.
we took a gig at Rico
Yeah.
and had a really fun night, and
Yeah, right.
and then, you know, Bobby's pulled into the band. We have 3 songwriters in the band. We have Mo and Mimi and myself. So it's nice to be able to.
Yeah, you kind of circle all around. That's right.
Yeah, it's a band that really doesn't have a leader,
right.
Except the Holy Goat.
I'd like to ask you the future of Godhead. Do you guys have anything on the radar? You're gonna record an album? You're doing a special show coming up? This won't probably come out for a couple of weeks, just so you know. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, it takes me a little bit of time to.
So this is in the future.
This is in the future. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah. It could be next week, but I don't want to
Yeah.
guarantee. So.
Goals. Well, we've already acquired a well-used Apache helicopter and some surface-to-air missiles,
Perfect.
and a few boxes of grenades.
You're gonna fix things.
We're going to fix some things. You'd never see it coming from that direction. You know, we're just kind of flying by the seat of our pants. I tried to get us a slot playing at the Tico Time festival, and realized, you know, we don't have, you know, a digital press kit and all this promotional stuff that they want to see, because they don't know who we are.
Yeah.
And that's probably something we need to work on. But I don't know. Keep playing music.
Any shows maybe?
We have nothing coming up at this
Okay.
point,
Okay, no problem.
so we're available. We'll come play in your kitchen. That's actually our favorite thing now. We did.
You did it?
We did a show, a private party with over at Catherine and Charlie's place. It was a 50th anniversary thing,
Okay.
and you know, we were going to set up outside and have, you know, a little PA system set up and all that. And the weather was starting to look like crap, and I got a hold of her and I said, "Hey, what would you think of just having Goathead come in the house and just play acoustically with no amplification except a bass amp?" They were up for it. Man, we had fun.
Yeah.
I thought, if this is all we ever did, would be, you know, not, yeah, we want to play festivals and big venues. No, we want to play in your kitchen.
No, that's the perfect.
You just pay us
We
whatever,
just talked
and
about house concerts, yeah.
we'll come play in the kitchen. We'll
Yeah.
stand around, you know, and
Yeah.
it was so much fun, and I just love that, you know, just that organic sort of music.
Yeah,
It's-
and the people are right there, and they can say, what
Shut
kind
up.
of music you want to listen to. But talk about an easy load-in.
Oh yeah.
Grab your racks, and you're in there.
And you're right next to the booze if they have some in the kitchen right there. you know.
Yeah, instead of all these chords. The chords are what drive me crazy about playing that gig, man.
Yeah.
All of that hookup crap, and nothing works when you finally...
There's
put it
always
on.
one that doesn't work.
Is there
I had a buzz this morning in one of the mics, and I'm like, what the hell?
I know.
And sure enough, I had plugged a cord that I guess something happened to it. You know, every open mic, I shouldn't say that, but every Sunday I do something, and I invariably, every few, I found one chord, I'm like, okay, well, this one's out. You know?
Yeah.
And I don't take the time to fix them anymore. I just get more stuff.
I have a pile of them that I think, okay, I'll try to fix them,
Yeah.
which
When do you
never
take the
goes
time,
well.
right?
No.
It's like, why not? You can go on Amazon and get a really nice mic cord for nothing. So,
Yeah. I get them in packages of 4 for like, I don't know, 30, 40 bucks, and
yeah.
I'm done. So, yeah.
And that's why they crap out on you all the time.
Probably. Well, but people walk on them too, on stage. That's always.
Oh, that's right. That's a thing with you.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's the thing.
No, and
Yeah,
that's the thing with me too. Don't
Remember,
you
that was
walk
that time you hit me in Zarfa because I stepped on the cord. It just,